Who says a garden needs endless sunlight to thrive? If you've been avoiding planting veggies because your yard sits under the cool shade of trees or fences, it's time to rethink that. Some of the most rewarding and flavorful vegetables actually prefer less sunshine. In fact, your shaded garden might just be the secret weapon for growing crisp, tender, and nutrient-packed greens that wilt under the summer blaze. Whether you're tending a tiny backyard patch or a lush corner under tall oaks, these 8 vegetables will flourish beautifully even when the sun refuses to shine. Spinach, that loves the cool shade. When the heat of summer scorches other greens, spinach quietly thrives in the calm of partial shade. This leafy superstar prefers temperatures between 45 and 75 degrees Fahrenheit, making shaded spots ideal to prevent early bolting. To get lush broadleaves, plant spinach in loose, well-draining soil, rich in organic matter. Keep the soil consistently moist. About 1 inch of water per week works perfectly. And you'll have tender, vibrant leaves ready for salads, smoothies, and sautés. For an extra nutrient boost, feed it with a mix of 1 tablespoon of balanced 10-10-10 fertilizer per gallon of water every 2 weeks. The key to success? Don't overexpose it to direct light. Dappled sunlight for just 3 to 4 hours a day will do wonders. Kale that turns shade into flavor. Kale is tough, resilient, and surprisingly shade-happy. Many gardeners are shocked to learn that kale's flavor improves when grown in cooler, lower-light conditions. The leaves develop a sweeter, milder taste, a treat for your taste buds. Choose varieties like Lacinato or Red Russian for best results. Enrich the soil with compost before planting, and water steadily with 1.5 inches weekly to keep the soil evenly damp but not soggy. Because shaded soil stays cooler longer, kale can be harvested over an extended period, providing a steady supply of nutritious greens long after other crops fade. Carrots that grow deeper in partial shade. Yes, carrots can thrive without full sun. While they appreciate some morning light, too much heat can cause bitter flavors and dry roots. Partial shade helps carrots grow slower and sweeter, developing deep orange tones and a delicate crunch. Loosen your soil well. Carrots need room for roots to expand straight and deep. For nutrient support, blend 2 tablespoons of bone meal per gallon of water and apply every 3 weeks. Water regularly to keep the top inch of soil consistently moist, which prevents cracking and encourages uniform growth. Shady spots keep the soil cool, helping carrots develop that perfect earthy sweetness. Beets that bring color to shady beds. Beets are not just beautiful. They're hardy little gems that tolerate shade better than most root vegetables. Their lush greens also make for an edible bonus. In partial shade, beets grow slower but develop smoother, more tender roots. To keep them happy, you'll want to prepare soil that's loose and fertile, then feed with a mild liquid fertilizer. Just mix 1 tablespoon of fish emulsion in 1 gallon of water and apply every 10 days. Watering consistently with about 1 inch per week ensures round, juicy bulbs instead of woody ones. Shade-grown beets, by the way, boast sweeter roots and softer greens, perfect for salads and soups. Lettuce that thrives away from the heat really loves cool, mild conditions, making it a shade garden's best friend. The leafy heads stay crisp longer, resist bolting, and taste sweeter when protected from harsh sunlight. For a continuous harvest, plant a mix of romaine butterhead and loose-leaf varieties in a shaded patch. Keep the soil moist at all times, giving it about 1 to 1.5 inches of water each week. Boost growth with a diluted seaweed solution, 1 tablespoon per gallon of water every 2 weeks. Because lettuce has shallow roots, mulching lightly with straw or compost helps retain moisture and keeps temperatures cool, leading to tender, flavorful harvests all season. Radishes that stay crisp in low light are quick-growing and easy to please, making them perfect for shaded gardens. In full sun, they can grow too quickly and turn woody, but under partial shade, they mature slowly, developing a crisp texture and mild flavor. Start with loose soil enriched with compost and sow seeds about 1/2 inch deep. Water regularly, around 1 inch per week. And thin seedlings once they sprout, to give roots space to expand. You'll notice slower growth in deep shade, but the reward is smoother, tastier radishes that don't turn hot or fibrous. Add a splash of diluted fish fertilizer, 1 tablespoon per gallon of water, halfway through their growth for an extra boost. Peas that climb in the cool corners really thrive. Peas adore cooler temperatures and shaded spots where heat won't stress them out. Their delicate vines thrive with only 4 hours of sunlight a day, making them one of the best crops for partial shade gardens. Provide a simple trellis or netting for them to climb and keep the soil consistently moist with about 1 inch of water weekly. Mixing a solution of 1 tablespoon of compost tea concentrate per gallon of water every 2 weeks enhances nitrogen levels naturally, encouraging lush green vines and pods packed with sweetness. Harvesting regularly keeps the plants producing longer, turning a quiet, shady nook into a pea paradise. Swiss chard that shines in the shadows might just be the crown jewel of the shade garden. Its colorful stems and glossy leaves not only brighten dim corners, but also provide a steady harvest nearly year-round. In partial shade, Swiss chard develops tender, succulent leaves and vibrant color without bitterness. It thrives in well-draining soil enriched with organic compost. Water it generously, 1 to 1.5 inches per week, and every 3 weeks, feed with a mix of 1 tablespoon of organic liquid fertilizer per gallon of water. Trim outer leaves regularly to encourage continuous growth. Even in low light, this resilient crop keeps producing nutritious, delicious greens long after many others have given up. Turning shade into a secret advantage, the beauty of gardening lies in adaptability, and shade gardening proves that less sunlight doesn't mean fewer harvests. Shaded areas retain moisture better, making them ideal for vegetables that crave cool, consistent conditions. The key is to match each crop to the amount of light available. Usually 4 hours of filtered or indirect light is plenty for these shade-loving varieties. With careful watering, light feeding, and attention to soil health, your shaded garden can become a lush, productive retreat filled with vibrant colors and flavors. So, the next time someone says your garden doesn't get enough sun, just smile and show them your thriving shade-grown greens. From kale's cool sweetness to spinach's tender leaves, your shaded space can be a secret haven of abundance. If you found this guide helpful, don't forget to subscribe to Crop Corner for more expert gardening tips and hands-on tutorials that turn every patch of earth, sunny or shaded, into a thriving green masterpiece. Like, share, and let your garden grow smarter, not just bigger.